Well guys, got a new machine. Let's test it out. Welcome everybody to the channel Anderson. Today I got a fuel injector tester from Autool called the CT150. There's a ton of videos on YouTube about these, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my experience and tell you guys why exactly I picked it up. Alright, so number one, I'm going to give you one helpful tip that I did not see in any of the other videos. These little bottom coins, or whatever you want to call them, nobody talks about this, but at the beginning, you know, these are not in here. You just set them in. They're not a tight fit or anything like that, or a compressed fit like the O-rings on the top parts. They just sit in here, and the injectors, you line them up, and basically when you twist these down to tighten everything, it locks them into place. So just wanted to mention that before I start anything, because didn't see that mentioned in any other videos that I did see. Step number two is you're going to want to find what injector fittings work for your size injectors. These seem to be the most common. These are Bosch EV1 Type 3, I believe that's what they are, style injectors. And they use a 14mm O-ring. So that's what we have, is the one that fits decently onto there. It doesn't really fit up there perfectly, like it won't stay in place without pressing them down. It does fit tight, and then you just have to press them down and it'll stay there, but otherwise it doesn't go like all the way up like it does sit in the actual fuel rail. So the reason I got this machine, number one, is I figured it's going to pay for itself. I have 6 different Mercedes that I do all kinds of work on, so it's definitely going to pay for itself. Being an enthusiast and you know, person that's always working on different cars, it'll do the job over the years, I'm sure. But for this particular case, I bought these injectors off of eBay to run in my supercharged V8 motor M113K, and they are 550cc injectors that I bought for $50 with a lifetime warranty. Many people I know have ran these eBay injectors all the way up to like 1000cc with really good results. But a lot of people were scared that I was doing so, and you know, me personally, I want to have peace of mind. So I figured what better way to have peace of mind than to actually test them and try to verify that they do flow at the rate they're advertised at. And just overall that they work and they're good and clean and all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. Now this machine has a ton of different settings, so 1 through 13, everything like, you know, ultrasonic cleaning in the basket in the back. If you guys have seen any videos or familiar with the machine, I'm sure you guys have seen that function. Basically just same thing how they're plugged in right now, but sitting in that basket and using the little, so with this gated piece right here, you basically set the injectors in there, turn on the ultrasonic cleaning function, etc. That's actually the first step you're supposed to do if you're taking out, you know, an old set of injectors or used set of injectors, and then you can start the process of this part. But because these are brand new, I'm going to go ahead and skip that part and just jump straight into the flow testing. For my fluid, I used a blend of isopropyl alcohol and this Royal Injector fuel, or Royal Purple, sorry, fuel injector cleaner. And might not be the best liquid to use, but I'm just using it because it's what I had on hand. I've seen other people use odorless mineral spirits, so that's probably something I'll pick up for the future to be able to test it. It doesn't take a whole lot of fluid, and you fill it up through this little back portion right here with the funnel. I've seen also you can fill it up through the tube, so whatever you want to do, but that is it. There's a plunger at the top, which I think if you release it, it lets the fluid go. If you have it stuck, then it will keep the fluid in there so you can see where the measuring marks line up after the tests are done. So I am going to go ahead and turn this thing on. Power button on the side right here. There it goes. Got the cool lights and everything. And it looks like we are all good, lined up. And I guess the test we should go with, I guess we'll just start at the idling test. So let's go ahead and just start it, see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad. Okay. I don't know why I only... Alright guys, one of the injector plugs wasn't on all the way. I got a little scared there for a second, but there we go. They're all firing. This one's obviously going to be a little bit behind, but let's see. Actually, I don't know if these are... Oh yeah, so that does drain it. Let's plug it up. And you see pressure is right around 40 psi. The idling pressure for the Mercedes is actually closer to like 55, 60, but it's alright, this will do the job. So we'll let it do its thing and come back and check it after the time's done. Alright guys, I think it changed on its own. I'm not sure. It's at the 7-minute mark. I thought we were still on number 2, but maybe I accidentally changed it. But they're all dead even, which is great. Let's go ahead and try the high-speed test. Actually, oh, it was still on number 2. Okay. Let's go to number 4. Let's drain this out. And let's try number 4. This is the high-speed test. I can't tell, but it looks almost like one of them is making a little bit of contact with the little seat there at the top. It might almost be better to take off the pintle caps, but you can see the spray pattern actually, so maybe they should be okay. But this is good to see regardless. Alright, and I don't really know how to measure based on what they do to see, like, I don't know what they actually flow at. So let's just keep testing some different thing. Accelerating test, let's see what that is. Oh, it's like gradually goes up the speed. Oh, that's cool. It goes up in RPM, you can see it goes up to 7,500 RPM, which is going to be well past where we go. That's really cool though. Super cool, I like that one. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with these, definitely, guys, so that's a good sign to me. Alright guys, I'm doing the leak test right now. Looks like it bumped the pressure up. I don't know if this gauge is actually accurate, but it looks 40 psi right now. And I think this is just making sure that they do not leak. So, pretty cool. And that is function number 7. This thing is so cool, man. Awesome. I'm going to try the no disassembly cleaning. You can also do reverse flushing if you want to clean like your baskets. You flip the injectors upside down and then you flush them out the other way. You can even remove the baskets ahead of doing that or with the baskets in. And then there's also this no disassembly cleaning, which I think if you have, you know, set of injectors you don't want to spend the time on disassembling, you just want to try to clean them. That's what you would do. So, man, this thing is awesome. I can't believe this is a great value. So I'm already sold. If you guys have a fleet of cars or even just one car that you're consistently, you know, messing with, modifying, playing around with different injectors, especially guys that are like running boosted setups and changing things frequently, I would say this machine will pay for itself, no doubt. Believe I bought it for it was either $150 or $250, I can't remember, off of Walmart. I'll pop it up on screen. I'll look up my receipt and see exactly what I paid for it, but if you go to like an injector cleaner place, they usually charge $80 to $100 like right off the bat. So 2 times of this, I've already paid for it myself pretty much. So yeah, for that reason alone, and all the functions and how well it seems like it's built. It has like a Bosch fuel pump in it and everything. I would say this is a no-brainer buy if you are any type of DIY guy like myself and do most things on your own. So let's try out a couple different functions, and then we'll go ahead and throw in our other set of 4. And by the way, they do make one that holds 8 or 6, but I'm not going to use this often enough to grant me paying the extra money to do 8 at once. It's no problem to just load 4 in, take them out, load 4 in again. So that's why I went with this one. All right, we're going to try out the medium speed test. I think we already did high speed, we did accelerating, so let me try the medium speed. Test is almost over. And guys, they are dead even. Every test I've done, they are dead even. So I think we are good to go ahead and pull these ones out. Alright guys, we are checking back in. It's the next day. I've ran these eBay injectors, these 4 in particular, through all the tests numerous times, and they've been dead even so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and use a set of factory Mercedes injectors to compare these two. These are the 072s, as you can see. The ones that I have here are replicas of the 304s, last 3 numbers. So we're going to go ahead and throw these in. These were on the car before I switched them out for these. These are a 430cc injector, I believe, compared to what these are supposed to be, which is a 550. You can see the 304 number there on these ones. So I just really want to see like if the spray pattern looks a lot different or if they perform a ton different. I think it'll just be a good kind of test to add into the mix. So let me load these things up and we'll see how they do. Alright guys, got them loaded up. I don't know if the clips are on there tight, so I guess we'll find out. Let me plug in. It looks like this one might not be. One sec. Alright, well let's just see what happens. Let's go idling test. Let's get this open. These have just been kind of sitting around, so let's get them kind of ran through a little bit here. Check back with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, here is medium idling test. Alright, pretty dead even, right around between like 25 and 27 milliliters it looks like. They're all pretty close. Let's try it again. And I'm sure this table is not exactly level too, so I don't know how much that will affect things, but let's try it again. Alright guys, so pretty much identical results as the last one. I have a feeling that the level of this is just slightly tilted, which is why these two look like they're getting just a milliliter more or so of fluid, but that is it. Let's go ahead, drain that out, and let's try the high speed test, and then we'll do the acceleration test. Alright guys, there's a high-speed test. And again, these two just a little bit above where these other ones at. These ones look like they're, 39-ish. The other ones are around 42, 40. So, a little bit of variance between the injectors, I'm sure, but also probably not perfectly level, like I said. So let's do the acceleration test, and then I'm going to swap these out for the other set of 4. Okay, and we'll leave this open. Alright guys, next round of the eBay injectors are in there, loaded up, ready to go. Let's go ahead and start it with the idling test. Alright, let's see. Take a second for the liquid to get up there. Let's go ahead and stop it. Start it again. Just to make sure we had them all ready to go. Alright, you guys, we're on the medium speed test now. Just letting it run without the plunger engaged. And I'll go ahead and redo it with the plunger engaged to see what we get. So far, comparing the two, these ones definitely seem like they're flowing more. So for the difference in 550cc versus 430cc, as far as spray pattern goes, doesn't look a whole lot different. I did notice when the OEM ones were going, there was one, I can't remember if it was the high speed or medium speed, but it almost looked like they were spraying, they were all spraying in one direction, which was kind of odd. But anyways, let's do this again with the plunger closed. And we'll see what we get at the end. Alright guys, there's the results. Again, the right side, I think it's just level base, guys, because it's doing this for everything. So, but all of them are right within range and all very close to each other. So the left two are exactly the same, the right two are exactly the same. Let's do the high speed or the acceleration test. We can go high speed first. Let's go high speed. See what we get. Alright guys, this one's got, alright guys, high speed test had a little more variation. Right two again are within a milliliter, and the left side is within a couple milliliters, it looks like. I'll go ahead and run that again and see what we get. If we get the same consistent results, then it's probably just a matter of leveling the machine, so we'll see. Alright guys, I tried to move the machine to a little more level spot. Second time with the high speed test. Right side still a little higher, but now these two are even again, these two are even again. Let's go through the acceleration test. Alright. Then one I have not tried yet is number 10. High speed spray value test. Idling spray value test, medium spray value. I'll have to look up if there's a way. I don't know. Let's see what this does, and then I'll. Alright, again, dead even on this side, dead even on this side. Interesting. I'm not sure what that one measures exactly. I need to read up on this, but yeah, I'll need to figure out like there's a decreased pressure, increased pressure here. I don't know enough about the machine yet, but I would like to figure out how to test if something is in fact 550cc or 1000cc, etc. I'll have to look that up right now. Okay guys, discovered another cool feature. You can increase and decrease the fuel pressure. So I have it at about 70 psi right now. You can bump it up. I think it goes in increments of 5. So let's stick that. I think most of the times these M113C fuel pressures idling is around 60, 65, and then I think under like poles it should probably go up to probably 80, 85. I believe. I'll have to look back, but this is better. I should have discovered this earlier that I can test all of them to that level. But that was a leak down test. Nothing leaked, so that's a good sign. Let me see if I can do our high speed test again and see if it'll stay at that same pressure now. Yeah, it does. Alright. That's a lot more accurate. Alright you guys, well, upping the pressure, they're still performing just fine. So I guess that brings us to our final thoughts. So if you're here as a subscriber of my channel, you kind of know what's going on. If you just stumbled upon the video because you were curious about this machine, feel free to stick around, and if not, it's okay, but hopefully you got something useful out of it. But as I was saying, for those that know the channel, know the cars, you guys know that I got this machine to test out these injectors that are supposed to go on my M113K, so supercharged V8, on my CLK55. Now, I bought these injectors. They were $50, like $60 shipped off of eBay. They have like a 1-year warranty. Sellers got, 99% feedback with like, 5,000 plus reviews, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Seemed like a really good quality product as far as how they feel in hand, the weight compared to the stock ones, the look of everything, the nozzles, like everything looks great on them and they feel great, all that stuff. I wanted to get this machine to see how they would perform on the flow testing, but obviously this doesn't tell the whole story, it tells some of it. So my question for my audience is, you guys as my subscribers, people that are a part of all these builds with me, what do you guys think I should do? Should I run these $50 eBay injectors, or should I just go for the peace of mind and spend the 350 bucks on the factory 550cc injectors, or buy some other high quality like a Dishworks injector or something for even more money? I don't know. You guys let me know, because I am so back and forth about this. Some people that are pushing the value of OEM are saying, you're going to blow the motor if you run the eBay injectors, you're going to run lean, blah, 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 blah. Other people that I know that have builds that I trust have ran these for years and haven't had any issues. So, eBay or OEM? Sounds like an easy answer when you say it like that, but seeing these and how they perform, it seems, I don't know, it almost seems like spending money for nothing. But I know peace of mind is worth a lot, and it's a $250 to $300 difference. So what do? I guess we'll see, but I wanted you guys' feedback. So comment down below if you think I should just shell out the extra 300 bucks, go get OEM injectors, be done with it. Let me know in the comments. If you think screw that, these look great, they're performing great on the injector tester, they'll probably last a long time, stick with the eBay ones, comment down below. Besides that, guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the machine, and I'm sure we're going to be using this thing a ton in the future with all kinds of little things, so it'll be a cool little machine to have. Doesn't take up much space. I can store it away or just keep it right here, to be honest, and use them when I need to go through all the cars, because we got a lot of them. And I haven't done the rail on this car. I need to do that. I'd love to do this for even the C55's injectors. We went through them and sorted them, got new pintle caps and all that stuff, but we've never flow tested or cleaned them properly. So I would love to just kind of start going through all the cars when I have some time and getting them cleaned up and getting them into good shape. So that is all, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.